Hey guys, welcome to the channel, and today I want to do a review on a Transformers that I got as a gift. And if you haven't noticed, it is the DeLorean from Back to the Future. So this is a special edition Transformer, and it's a collaborative joint venture between Back to the Future and Transformers. And so Back to the Future had a 35th anniversary in 2020, and so they did a special release of a Transformer that is a DeLorean, a Back to the Future DeLorean, and his name is Gigawatt. So that's the name of this Transformer, and he is an Autobot, so it's a good guy. Let's look at the packaging. So it's kind of like back in the 80s style packaging with the kind of grid looking with the red and black. And here it shows the transformation of the DeLorean into a Transformer. And I'll open this up in a little bit and try to do the transformation for you guys to see how he transforms and what it looks like out of the package. So there is a tech card on the back of it, and it tells you it's an Autobot, Gigawatt, and the function is a time traveler. You're never out of time when you're a time machine. When Marty and Doc Brown need a ride through time, Gigawatt is ready to fly. So it shows all the different tech, like all the stats for him and what he can do. And yep, it was $30 at GameStop. So it wasn't marked up or anything, which was really good. So that was the price that it came out as. And I know some people have probably grabbed them up, and it's really hard to get this Transformer, but it's really cool that my friend was able to get this for me, and I really appreciate that. And I'm a big fan of Transformers, besides, Hot Wheels. You've seen a lot of my videos, and I do like Transformers, and I haven't got a chance to do reviews on them, but I'm going to open this up and let you guys take a closer look at it. So now I got my camera situated where I can hold the box without dropping it. And let me open this up. I did pull out the tape already on the side so that I can open it up without really damaging. I really want to keep this box kind of nice looking. I mean, the box is a little damaged right here, but it's still, I love the artwork on this, and it just looks great. So I'm going to pull it out of the box over here. And it's very interesting. On the background, you actually kind of, let's try to grab the camera and let you guys see a closer look at the background. The background actually has it looks like a tech spec sheet of a vehicle, and even says the flux capacitor, trademark of Back to the Future. Let's see if I can just pull this off and let you guys take a closer look at the background. It's a pretty cool detail. I mean, you can't really read much of the text. It's a little bit hard to read it, but it's just showing where the engine is in the real DeLorean, and it's a 2-seat vehicle. And it just shows the rear profile, the side, and then the front. So it's a cool little diorama, I guess you would call it, on the back side of this Transformer. So I'm gonna take that away. Here's the instruction manual, and it reminds me of the 80s style instruction manuals. It's usually like this kind of paper, very reminiscent. Shows you all the different steps. So I've never transformed it yet, so I will have to refer to this instruction sheet, I guess, and make sure I don't break anything on this Transformer. It's probably fairly easy. It says it only takes like 17 steps, and it shows you all the different things that you're supposed to do while you're transforming it. And it even has little things that you can do on the vehicle. Like you can store the blaster underneath on the rear, I believe. Yeah. And then you can add the hook, which is one of the trademark scenes in Back to the Future. I'm not going to ruin it to anybody that hasn't watched the Back to the Future series, but there's a deal with that hook right there. And then you can see the wheels flip, and there is a hover mode for the Back to the Future DeLorean. So that's cool. It's an added feature on this transformer, so it actually, mimics the actual vehicle and not just have floating, just regular wheels and it doesn't do anything. Really like the artwork. But let's get to the transformer. So I've taken the DeLorean out of the packaging and then the hook and the blaster. So let's play around with the car mode first. And I forgot, let's see, the hook was supposed to be, which direction was that? I'm trying to remember. Oh, it faces backwards like this. And it's supposed to be able to hook on to a wire in the movie, but I'm not going to tell you what it does and all that, but it's supposed to hook onto something. And then the blaster, which is really interesting. Let's get a closer look at it. What I noticed is, let's see if we can even read the text. See if it will focus on this really small text. Let's move the car out of the way and see if it'll focus. But that's really hard to focus on here. Let's see if I can get it. Oh, there you go. So it's so tiny. It says Mr. Fusion. So that is the fusion core. And what this is supposed to be doing, or when you're not using the blaster, whenever it's in car mode, is it goes on top of the engine right here. So it kind of sits in there. And it's supposed to be kind of like the power source for the DeLorean. And it's funny how it has that really small text. It's really hard to get focus, but that's what that piece goes. And then, oh, so actually the blaster. At first, I thought the blaster went on the rear part of the vehicle, but it's, if you can see right here, there's a little like slot right here, and or a little peg hole for putting the blaster. So you just set it in like that, and it's hidden away whenever you're in a car mode. So this thing kind of fell off. It's just a little hook, so I'm just gonna leave it off. And then you saw the other feature is the wheels can actually flip down, so you can see there's a kind of a joint right there. So you got room to put that one, and then let's put down this wheel and this one right here. Kind of get it more. Okay. So now all the wheels are like that, and it's this hover mode for DeLorean. So that's really neat. And let's see, let's put it back to normal. And let's try to do the transformation of this vehicle. So all this is actually plastic. The wheels are not like rubber or anything. I wish it was, since it's kind of like a special edition transformer. But it's all plastic. All of it is plastic. There are no metal pieces. There is a little texture to it. It almost feels like wood. Kind of, there's a little bit of a texture around on some parts of the vehicle. It does, if you look at it like in person, you can see that it has a kind of a wood grain style finish, if you want to say, even though it's plastic. But I'll let you guys take a look around the vehicle. I don't know why that piece is kind of sticking out. It says out of time. This is what the license plate on DeLoreans have, and on the Back to the Future DeLorean. So it's a modified DeLorean. So if you see a real life DeLorean, it doesn't look like this. This is for the movie. Let's see. The front is all silver right here, and I do like the details on this thing. It's just really nice. It has all the cables and stuff like that. But even there's color to the engine part, so it's really cool. Now you can actually read the Mr. Fusion. I think the focusing was kind of bad a while ago. So let's start with the transformation of this transformer, or DeLorean, how you want to think of it as. So let's see. I'm gonna look at the instructions. I'm gonna pull off this piece here, and let's see. Let's take off the blaster. So let's see. Hopefully, maybe I should get it a little bit closer. So it says to flip out these two pieces. This is the bottom, the rear of the car. So I flip that out, and then it tells you to flip the vehicle over and open the doors, which is how DeLoreans are supposed to open these doors actually open like the real DeLorean. So it's like the gull-wing style doors. So you pop these open, that's the next step. And then it tells you to flip it over again. Or actually, nope, you leave it over like this. And then you pull this piece out. So the rear end just kind of flipped over. And then now they tell me to, let's see, let's back out so that you guys can see, since it's kind of getting bigger now. It's gonna give you some room to look at it. Let's see if I can adjust this. So, and then now it tells you to twist the legs around. Okay, and then separate the legs. And then next we flip this thing around again. And then those two, almost like, I guess you would say exhaust vents, they want you to flip it down. Let's see how to do that without, let's see. I don't know how you're supposed to flip this. Okay, so actually you push it down. So that was interesting. It just kind of pushed in. Kind of give you guys a look at it. So I don't know what happened there. Like, it looks like this, but then I pushed it and it just went right through. So let's see if that's what you're supposed to do. I mean, I thought you had to flip it, but it just seems like it just kind of popped. Try to do it again. It's a little tough on this part right here. I don't want to break it. Let's see. Oh, okay. So it kind of bends in. Let's see if I can get it to go anymore. The other one kind of went more. Oh, this cover had to be open so that it can actually push through. So you actually, sorry, kind of try to fight this and try to hold the camera or put the camera where you can see it. But it looks like you push right through. And then after that, you turn back around. And because you push that thing through, you can pull down the foot of the transformer. Oh no, it actually broke off, but you know, they made these things, you know, you can actually snap it back in. So no worries. Still very interesting. I guess I did kind of pop it off on accident. It happens on these transformers when you don't know how to transform it the first time. Kind of having a hard time trying to put it back in. Hopefully I didn't really damage it or break it. I think it's back in. It was kind of funny. Yeah. So I guess I got that part. And I guess you close. So I guess I wasn't supposed to push all that black piece like too far out. And then you're supposed to close the feet like that. Looks like it's very articulate where you can move the feet to where you need to position it. And let's see, now it says to fold in the wheels, which I kind of showed you earlier that you kind of can do. And then let's see what's next. It actually tells you want to fold it even more. It's really interesting. Oh, you fold, so you fold the wheel, the whole kind of tire, I don't know how you want to say it, and then actually just the wheel kind of pops. You can hear a snap sound. So those kind of go in from what they say. And then they want you to, let's see what's next. Kind of flip something. So the next step was a little tricky. I couldn't figure out what they were wanting me to flip, but it was like this little piece right here on the fender, and there's a little hinge right here you can see, and you're actually supposed to flip this down, like kind of pop it. Let's see if I can do it. So see, it kind of came out. There's a little tab right here. You flip it down. So this is kind of a unique thing that it's very tiny, and it's probably part of the transformation, but they want you to flip it like 180 degrees. So let's try to move it down, and it clicks so you know that it's in that position. So that's what I have to do. So here's the other side. So let's try to flip this one and try to get it over. You can see it, and it clicks. So that was that step for that part. And then now they want you to pull out the arms. And here's the arms right here. Pull it out. The next part is flipping out the hands or the fist. You know, the fists are there. Let's try to. So there's the fist on the side. Let's back this up a little bit for you guys to see, since it's a. And then now is the part where you actually flip down the hood. And while not all, when you're about this point, it says to you know, pop this part where the hood is supposed to flip over. See if I can try to do that. Try to be gentle since it's a new transformer and I haven't figured out everything about this thing. Just don't want to break anything too bad. Just like I broke his foot already. It happens. So kind of interesting. It should pop over. Trying to figure out how I should pop it. It has to be in this position to flip it over. You can't have it back when it was normal, when it was like in car mode. So it's supposed to, okay, there we go. So it kind of, it's latched in. And then, let's see, flip it. You have to be at a certain position before you can, oh, the wheels are in the way. So let's try to reset that, kind of mess that up a little bit. See, Transformers can be a little tricky. You got to follow all the little steps and stuff. These wheels are supposed to be in so that I guess it doesn't bump into the, maybe snap it in so it doesn't bump into the wheels. So let's see if I can do it again. Sorry for the bad angle. Let's see. So it was supposed to flip this way. Very tricky. It's a tight, so the wheels are kind of almost flipping again. So okay, it's because of the let's get it closer. Because of these wheels, you have to have them like this position from one of the steps so that this hood can flip around like this. So now the hood flips around and reveals, let's see, sorry, reveals the flux capacitor with, if you can kind of see it, look at all the dates. So these dates are important for, you know, in the movie, and it's very cool. You know, it says October 26, 1985 at 9 o'clock, and then October 21st, 2015 at 7:28, and then November 12th, the yellow's a little hard to read, in 1955 at 6:38. So those are important time and dates that are in the movie. And if you guys watch the Back to the Future, it'll make some sense. So, okay, so we got the hood over, and it says to be able to latch it in. And there was like a little tab. Let's see if I can show you guys. There's a little tab right here, and then in here there's a hole. And so you actually plug it in or push it in. And since the arms are loose, there's a, let's see if I can show you guys. So tab right here, and then there's a hole right here, the rectangular hole, and it's supposed to just like tab in to hold the arm in. So let's see if I can get that in position. Okay, got one side, got the other side. So, and then the last part is adding the weapons. And let's back this out. Put the fusion thing on the back of this blaster. Kind of give it power, I guess you want to say. So he wants to hold it in this hand. Oh, I guess the fusion thing fell off. It doesn't really stick on very well. It's let's see, maybe I'm putting it at the wrong angle. I'm not sure, but it's really loose. I mean, it can pop off very easy. Let's see if I can get his blaster on his hand. It's Very interesting. The not sure why the blaster keeps on hitting the back of his hand. I guess it has to be held like at an angle. It's funny, the this fusion thing, whenever you have his hand like 90 degrees, it would just kind of like basically hit that back of his arm and knock it off. So that's interesting. And the hook goes over here on the side. I think that's where it goes. Yep. So you can use it to hook people, or I mean hook other, Decepticons and stuff like that. So here's a Gigawatt, and it's a pretty simple transformation. I mean, it took a little bit because it's my first time transforming it. It does look pretty cool. Let's see. Let's get a zoom in look of this Gigawatt, so you can see the detail of his head. Very cool. Just simple, some silver and blue in his eyes. I really like this flux capacitor and all these dates and stuff. It's very cool looking. Here's the holding of the blaster, and you can see the little peg holes that you can put, like you could probably put the blaster on the side, plug it in there. Here's the feet. Like I said a while ago, it's flexible. There's a little hinge right here, so you actually can, let's see if I can show you. You actually can kind of bend it at different angles to, have them positioned however you like. The back here, pretty nice. I mean, it's a simple transformation, but still pretty cool to have a DeLorean that actually transforms. And I really like it. So what do you guys think of this transformer for a DeLorean? Let's see. It's hard to see his head since his head doesn't really do much. Well, it can turn. You can't like look up or anything, but at least his head can actually turn to side and look around a little bit. So that's cool. You can position that. Hands are fixed. They don't move. It's just a hand with a hole in it for you to put weapons and stuff. So it's not a masterpiece or anything, but still a cool transformer to have. I really like the DeLorean, and I like Transformer, and they just put it together. I do have another video of the Ghostbusters that I saw at Target, but that one was $60, and I never got it because I just couldn't get myself to buy it. But what do you guys think of the DeLorean Gigawatt transformer? Would you guys get one, or do you guys have it in your collection, and have you opened it up and played with it? If you guys have played with it, do you guys have any tips or any secret things that you know about this vehicle, like maybe some kind of interesting transformation? I don't know. It's fairly simple and straightforward. This is my first time playing with it, and it does look cool, and I really like it. And here it is, the Gigawatt DeLorean transformer. And remember to like my video and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.